Hey guys, so I think I mentioned in my last video that I have been on YouTube since 2008. I want to say that probably not this is the first, okay, maybe not an absolute first, out of, like, I don't know, over 600 videos I have. Most of them are since I started. I just basically never deleted any of them. I never needed to delete any of them. I have, I think, maybe one or two other videos where I'm not wearing makeup. And maybe not wearing, like, I don't have a stitch of makeup on. I have the Ambi video, the Ambi one where I'm doing a review of the fade cream for, like, dark spots. And I actually have the Ambi cream on. So you're literally not just looking at my skin. Here, you're looking at just my skin. But, of course, not that I'm really vain, because I'm not, because this is my normal, everyday, going to Target, going to the grocery store. The only time I put on makeup is if I'm going out with my husband, if we're going out to dinner or something like that, which, you know, with 3 kids, that doesn't really happen a lot. Or, wait, should I look this way? Wait, here's the camera this way. So if I'm looking at, anyway, whatever. No, wait, the camera's this way. So, my baby has this cough right now. You know what, not irks me, but you know what happens is that kids are fine all day. The minute it turns like 8 o'clock, everyone has a cough and a runny nose. So you know you're going to be up the whole night. Anyway, like I was saying, out of all those videos, oh, no, what I was really saying is, no train of thought. What I was really saying is, I think the last thing I was really saying, I literally had to pause the video for a second, was that this is my everyday, going to Target, going to the grocery store, dropping the kids at the bus stop face, okay? This is my skin, you know. But when I go out, when I do get the eventual time to go out with my husband to dinner or whatever, it is, you know, then I do my makeup. And of course, when I go freelancing. So makeup does wonders for a lot of people. But a lot of the gurus that you see now, when I first started, a lot of people were trying to save time. You know, I was one of those people before I even became a YouTube partner. You had to save time. You had to do it under 10 minutes. So I did a lot of the boring stuff first. Like I did my foundation first. I did my brows first, because that's stuff that I would repeat. And I did a brow video and I did a foundation video. I think I have a foundation video out there of what I used. And it changed anyway since I started doing makeup videos. Anyway, beside the point is, I'm not wearing any makeup. I am going to decide whether I'm going to put a filter over this or just leave it. I think because I'm talking about the lack of makeup, I think I'm just going to leave it. But we'll see. See how horrible it is. It's mostly the background stuff that I'm kind of worried about. It's like, you don't need to see all this. And not for nothing, but this is props. Like I put a picture up there. That's my kitchen right behind me. So we have like this half wall. And this is my little craft area. It's small. I'm not going to show you because it's super dirty right now. Super crazy. And if you can see, wait, right in this corner here where the tip of that pen is. Wait, maybe you can see. Oh, that's even stupider. All right, I have a spoon here. Don't judge. But right where that spoon is, it says ho, ho, ho. Yeah. It's one of my last Christmas things that missed the Christmas box to get into the Christmas box. So, but on the other side of that, I think there's nothing in that, on the other side of that basket. So I might just use that all year round. And when it's Christmas time, turn it back around. Don't put it away. Just put different stuff in it. Like now there's pine cones in it for like the pine cones and the cinnamony smell. Let me adjust the camera a little bit because I feel like you're just seeing like right to here and that's annoying. Okay, a little bit better. I just tilted it down because I feel like, I remember I did one video and you couldn't see like from here up. which is fine, but then it just looks like I have no top of head. So that's just weird. Anyway, I was watching, okay, I'm going to put her link below. A lot of the crafty people now know her. So my So Crafty Life or Crafting My Life, something So Crafty Life, where she vlogs like almost every day. I was watching her and I was like, wow, I kind of feel like I want to do a vlog. But my whole issue is not having makeup on. At least my brows look okay. They're a little thin on the ends. You know how we used to do in the 90s and the early 2000s, thin those mothers out. Now I have basically no brows. Anyway, when you see them drawn and you see them drawn. Anyway, I did an Instagram post of my Alex and Anya page. And let me just show you to you real quick because I only have one page. Okay, this is what happened. Originally, so this is in the Christmas Smash book. So originally I was going to use these 2 pages. Okay, I really love these ornaments. I have one of my favorite Christmas tree ornaments. Looks very much like, looks just in the color family of the magentas, and it's like clear glass, it's like a blown glass kind of look. So I really wanted to use this page for, you know, showcasing pictures and stuff from my Alex and Anya bracelets that I got for Christmas. Then I was just like, half of it, okay, so this is what, this here, and then some of this. Okay, let me just fake the layer, because this is not how the layer is going to go. But, so I kind of had it layered like so. And when I had it, I'm actually wearing the same shirt. So I kind of had it like this, a little bit more. And it's like blocking all the pretty paper. So I was like, that's a fail. I don't want to block that paper. I mean, I want to use it as a background because I think it would be really pretty. But I really don't want to block that paper. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to, this I just decided, like, right as I'm saying this. Literally right as I'm saying it. I already moved it over to the other page, the next page. Which kind of works better because these 2 pages are related. Whereas this page, where it was going to be both pages, it was going to be a 2-page spread, but these are 2 different pages. So it was going to kind of look like a 1-page and a 1-page. But now it's going to make a little bit more sense here because it's 2 of the same pages. That makes sense. I think that makes sense, what I'm saying. So anyway, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to, just on this page, kind of in the center, not covering up any of the ornaments. Wait, did you hear me? Not covering up any of the ornaments. I'm going to do like, and here are my Alex and Anya bracelets. So, and then like an arrow or something doodly relating that. It's going to be on the next page. So that's what I'm going to do. This page originally had a lot of green. Not that it didn't match, but I really loved how that first ornament page had like ornaments and purples and plums and stuff like that, and pinks and teal, and how it related to the next page. So I wanted to bring that over because I like those colors, the teals and the magentas and stuff like that, and the plums. So I wanted to bring that over to the other page, and I used just washi tapes. These, I think these are all, no, these are all Scott. These are all Scott. And then this I got at the Scrapbook Expo. It's cameras. They just kind of, the colors worked more than anything else. Like, obviously they're not Christmassy, but this was technically on the 28th. Something like that. The Saturday. So Christmas was on the 25th, obviously, and the Saturday was the 28th. Wait, this can't be Saturday. That can't be right. Because I worked Black Friday and Saturday. After work? No. Maybe it was Sunday. Whatever the case may be. Random side note. Oh yeah, so this is basically a vlog, not anything else. I'm not going to do crafting on this, but I haven't been in front of the camera in so long, and I was watching My So Crafty Life, and I was like, wow, I'm on a vlog. But like I was saying, my whole point is I don't like vlogging without, I don't like coming on camera without makeup. And you can see, I mean, I just look like a normal person without makeup. It's not like, I don't have serious bag discoloration or issues, you know, hyperpigmentation or anything like that. Not so much. I mean, I do. Everyone does, you know. But I just never really liked it because I felt like if I'm a makeup guru, I don't want to look too crazy coming on. I also want to save time. But I do appreciate a lot of the makeup people when they come on with absolutely nothing on it and showing the full transformation, which is great. Like I said, but it's just not something I like to do. Now, I kind of could care less. Does that sound bad? It's not like I care. It's not like I don't care, but I just don't. I mean, to make this video and then to all of a sudden have to go and do makeup, and it's 10 o'clock at night. I'm not going anywhere. But this is the only time I kind of have quiet time. And my baby son has this cough, like I was saying. And, you know, it just started like 8:30. Not that it's too late to call the doctor, but he's going to say, if it's really bad, which it's not. I know it's just like one of those nighttime things. He's an infant, though. He's 16 months, so you can't get a lot of stuff over the counter. He's going to say either come in, or he's going to say go to the hospital. And I'm like, it's not a hospital situation. I know you're going to say come in tomorrow. I can always just come in tomorrow anyway, because they're very, not loose, and it's a small practice, but they're really accommodating, because I have the 2 kids to get them off on the bus, whatever, so they're accommodating. I have a dentist appointment tomorrow. So what I'm going to try and do is I'm going to call them early in the morning and say, look, the kid has a bad cough. Can I come in? And I'll get there at like 1 and then race back and order my prescription at the Walgreens near me and have my husband pick it up. Because like I said, it's most of them only at night, and I don't think it's one of those like, it's not one of those gripping coughs, but it sounds like, you know what it sounds like? It sounds like when you have like, you feel like you have a piece of hair in like the side of your mouth and you can't get it out. Like, you're really trying to clear it. That's what it sounds like. It doesn't sound like a whooping cough or anything super crazy. Okay. I do want to talk about some people that I've been seeing coming back on YouTube that I'm super excited about. Okay, let's start with one of the ladies who I used to watch makeup. Now, most of these people are makeup because I don't know, I guess makeup people are just kind of refreshing. You know, I mean, I've been away from doing tutorials and makeup vlogs and makeup hauls just because, one, I'm not buying that stuff as much anymore. Ever since I left MAC, well, you don't obviously know because you don't really, you know, you guys don't talk to me every day and I don't talk every day, but my kids are my worlds. But also, my makeup was my world, and I was like on the cusp. You know when you're on the cusp of getting over into that next section of your career? That's where I was when I found out that I was pregnant. And I don't know if I told you guys this story, but that's where I was when I found out I was pregnant. Through MAC, most of you might know makeup people who work for MAC, who have worked for MAC, who know people who work for MAC. Anyway, I'm looking in this corner just to say, because that's where the camera is. So I'm hoping that when I'm looking at that part, it's going to be looking like I'm looking at you. Because I don't hate, I mean, it happens to everyone. We kind of look at ourselves, and I'm like looking at myself instead of looking at you. And I want to be looking at you because I'm talking to you out there. So, when you're working for MAC, there's different levels of certification. I had like the first 3. The first 3 or 4. the first 3 or 4. There's a couple, okay? And right in the September before, I found that I was pregnant in January of 2000. No, I lie. I found out I was pregnant in March of 2012. In September of 2011, I had been with Mac for almost 2 years. Like it would have been 2 years in November of 2011. And I think this is like the first time sharing my Mac story. Anyway, so my goal was by 2012, September, to be able to go to New York Fashion Week for Mac. I had been to New York Fashion Week before on solo and while in Mac, but with another artist, with Victoria Style. So I had been to New York Fashion Week a couple of times, but it wasn't with Mac. So my goal was for 2012 to be able to go to September Fashion Week in New York as a Mac artist. That was my goal. So in September 2011, I told my manager, I said, okay, I really want to make this move within this year. And a year is a pretty decent time to do all the other certifications that I personally needed to get done. Some people do those certifications quick because they work a lot of hours. I was working 16 hours a week on average. Sometimes I would go to 24, something like that. But it was always at least 16 hours. But in those 16 hours, you get to learn a lot. You get to do a lot of makeup, but you're not there all the time. So anyway, sometimes it can take like a year. So that was September 2011. So January comes around. That's when the end of January is when I got pregnant. I didn't find out I was pregnant until the middle of March. So I had to leave. I'm a high-risk pregnancy. I'm not going to get into that now. That's not something I've ever talked about really on this channel. But anyway, I'm high-risk pregnancy. I can't be standing. I had to leave Mac. That's why I left. And I literally left when I was deciding. I was like, I had some issues. And I told my manager, and, they were okay. And she basically said, look, open arms, come back when you want. If you want to freelance through your pregnancy, if you can, fine. When you freelance, they call you and they say, can you work? Yes or no. And if you can, you can't, you can. And if, you can't, you can't. But you're not working with Mac anymore. You're working at Mac, whatever. That's a whole other video, and there's plenty of videos out there about how that works. Anyway, so basically, I was at doctor's appointments every week. One for high risk and one for my regular, and then that was once a week. Every other week I had a high risk. Every other week I had my regular. So, and then towards the end, obviously I was at the doctor's office twice a week for seeing each doctor. Okay, so the case was I did not have time. I wish I did, but I did not have time to basically even I didn't have time to do anything but take my older son to school, and my middle son wasn't in school because of where we were, and they didn't have preschool for him. We paid preschool. It was optional. Preschool's optional. Kindergarten is when you start, and we didn't put him in preschool. We didn't put him in preschool. He did a lot of the work that my kindergarten was doing. When he came home from school, he would show us our homework, and we would all play homework, do homework together. And I would do play mommy school with my middle guy. So he got like the ABCs, the 1, 2, 3s. He got that stuff down. And the writing, he got a lot of that stuff, even when he wasn't in school yet. Okay. So now, think of that. And that whole time I was pregnant, I basically did my makeup 5 times. One of my girlfriends from work, Mama, she had a bridal shower and she had a baby shower. I went to both of those pregnant. Is that true? She had the baby. Yeah, because she had the baby shower not way early, but a couple of months earlier. So, no, I lie. No. When I went to her baby shower, she had already had the baby. Wait. So I went to her bridal shower only. I didn't make, that's right. What happened was he was born on the 12th and I didn't make the wedding because the wedding was on the 7th. And my doctor was like, no, you can't go. And I was like, I really want to go. And they were like, no, what are you going to do? I could just go there and sit. So it was too close to the time. It's like 5 days. I couldn't do it. I know a lot of people do it, but I couldn't personally. So I missed her wedding, but I did go to the baby shower after the wedding, blah, 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 after I'd had the baby. So besides the point, I did my makeup 5 times since I left. Okay, I left MAC in, I found out I was pregnant in March and it was okay because I was high risk in all this other business, but nothing had happened. And then a little bit in April, something happened. I was like, look, I gotta go. I can't be on my feet anymore. Very understand, like I said. So, this video is like all over the place. I didn't know I was going to turn into this. Anyway, so, hold that thought. Okay, so I left in April of 2012 and came back in April 2013. And in that whole year, basically, in that whole year, I did my makeup 5 times. Okay? If anyone tells you, I can tell you 100%, I was doing makeup tutorials, doing makeup on people, doing events, I was doing makeup, okay? Even though I was only working 16 hours a week, I was doing a lot of makeup because I was still doing my tutorials after I started with MAC. And at MAC, even you're working your 16 hours, you could probably do 2 faces in an hour or like 3 faces in like an hour. I lie. Not 2 faces in an hour. Like 2 faces an hour, and in like 3 hours you could do like 3 faces, depending. You know, you're doing a lot of makeup, okay? Even if it's not a full-on face, it's an eye, it's a showing someone to do the brow. So you're perfecting yourself while you're working because you're practicing on people. It's literally practice until you're like an extreme pro, okay? Until you are doing makeup and getting extreme money, you're practicing. So most people who work at MAC are professional, like that's their career or that's their job, makeup artists. But most of the time we're practicing. Even great artists are practicing. They, you know, they fill out a face chart to show what they want to do. They practice the looks before they go to the big shows. Okay, so basically, you're practicing. I was practicing 16 hours a week at least. And then an hour before, to put on my own makeup, I'm practicing different looks, different, you know, trends. And we're going to update. You know, we're teaching classes, we're doing lessons, all that stuff adds up to not doing makeup at all. Let me tell you. Hold on, the baby's having a coughing fit. Okay, guys, I had to get, because he was having a little fit. Anyway, so like I was saying, I was doing a lot of makeup. Didn't do makeup at all, basically at all, for the whole year. It's not like riding a bike, people. It's not like riding a bike. You have to practice to get your skill back. And I'm not going to lie to you. I started back in April. I can't remember exactly how many shifts because I wasn't working back. I was working as a freelancer. It took me a good to the middle. And hold on. All right, guys. I'm going to have to cut this short, but I just basically wanted to kind of wrap up what I was saying, which was about makeup. It's not like riding a bike. You definitely have to do your practicing. And even though I've been back doing it now for a couple of months, you know, almost see the baby. It will be again, since I've been back in April, it will be a year that I've been back freelancing, and I pretty much freelance a lot. The only month I skipped was January. I skipped this January that we're in right now, and I skipped September. So every other time I was working, and I want to say I at least worked 2-3 shifts a month. which is not a lot, but that's what I could do. I could basically do a few weekends. Like, you know, in August I did like every weekend, and November I did like every weekend because I was getting ready for Christmas time. In December I did a couple weekends. So don't scratch the back, baby. He's crazy. I was sleeping here. Look at it. Crazy. So, I guess that's really it. I don't know what I was really saying. I got so distracted by the baby. Oh, look at this. I don't know. You guys probably haven't seen it, but because I didn't show the baby that much. This has been worn by all 3 of the boys. Oh, isn't that cute? And it still holds up. I want to say this is from Gap or Old Navy. Old Navy. And it's one of like the ones where like the foot is out. Baby feet. So it can really grow with the child. Oh, yeah. Somebody needs a bath. Somebody needs a bath. I think he went to poops. Okay. You want to say hi? Who's that baby? Who's that baby? Who's that baby? Yeah. He's like, Mom, I'm sick, but that's okay. I still smile for you. You can still smile? Alright, guys. You got to see the baby. You got to see me vlog. You got to see me without... What? Who's that baby? Yeah, I know. Alright, guys. I hope you hung through to the end. Yeah. So you can see the baby. Alright. Bye, guys. I think I'm going to start doing more vlogging. That's you. I think I'm going to start doing more vlogging. Maybe, you know, showing the kids a little bit more. Well, you guys see the kids all the time anyway because of scrapbooking stuff that I do. Careful, up your mommy's necklace. Beesue. I know. See, he looks like he wants to claw. Ooh. Please do not vomit on screen. Okay, bye.